Barons had a mountain to climb this season, and it all started with putting the team together from scratch.
We have a lot of inexperienced players, as in young players, freshmen, sophomores, but we have a lot of speed. We don't have that much height, but our speed makes up for it. And, you know, we have pretty good chemistry between everyone.
They practiced like any other team. And like any other team, when the season started, they had a cheering section.
Let's go! Yeah!
Whether they win or lose, there's always one constant. A voice
Let's go!
that's a bit louder
Lock down, let's go!
than everyone else.
I always come through, show love. You know, support my school, you know, make sure, you know, they got the crowd live, make sure everybody's, you know, turned up, as we say.
What difference does it make if one guy cheers?
Let's go!
we hear him all the time, every game. Even JV boys, JV girls, and the varsity girls, they all hear him.
Let's go!
It shows how much he cares about the team and how much he cares about, you know, our success.
It's a small gym, but you know, the louder it is, the more you can hear, the more it gets in somebody's ear, and you're good to go. You always gotta keep the crowd into it, because the players always feed off the crowd, and when the players feed off the crowd and the players are hyped up, then you're unstoppable.
We couldn't ask for any better fans, any better friends that's coming out and supporting us. We couldn't ask for any better, so really appreciate that.
Go, son! Go, son!
Even with the season off to a rough start, the sound from the bleachers continued to grow louder.
We finally put everything together, played a great game all the way through, and we came out with a victory, and it feels good.
Okay, so we continue to get into 1-4. We still continue to get into 1-4.
It's really uplifting. You know, all season we knew we had potential to come out and be a winning team.
And it all happened with a little help from a dedicated fan.
Hey, let's put 16 straight. Let's put up 16 straight. Come on, Sean.
Get it.
I will come to every home game they have. If they had the tournament here, I'd be at every game. Ooh, give it to him.
Javon is an alumni of Bitburg High School, and CJ is one of the few players who remembers when he wasn't on the sidelines.
And one.
You know, he always had that energy on the floor, on the bench, wherever he was, and he always brought the energy on the team. And you know, he's the same, and like I said, we really appreciate all that support.
Honestly, it should be a blowout.
I think that's why we've gotten close as brothers.
There appears to be a mutual respect.
When I played last year, CJ was a junior, we all played on the team. It's like a loyalty thing to me.
From Spangdahlem, Germany, I'm Airman First Class Alexander Goad, AFN News.
Basketball is one of the world's most played sports. One team in Europe stands out against the rest, the AFNORTH Lions girls team. The AFNORTH Lions girls basketball team worked diligently this year to have a successful season. The coach explains why he works so hard helping the team succeed at their sport of choice.
It's a lot easier for me to show them how to do things than to try to tell them how to do things, because, like you said, with the language barrier, it's really tough to talk to someone like Alishka. You know, she's from the Czech Republic, and when she first got here, she didn't speak a word of English. And so, you know, it's just a matter of showing them. I actually practice with the team every day. You know, I suit up and I come out and practice with them, because as a coach, I can see things a lot better on the floor if I'm out there on the floor. I can see the little mistakes that they make and I can correct it. And then they see this old man out here running up and down the court as fast as they are. That also motivates them as well.
The team showed great camaraderie throughout the season, working together to improve and boost each other's spirits, overcoming a language barrier of being an international team, and fierce competition. While skill level varies player to player, the team pulls together to help one another succeed. Part of this is due to spending so much time together, whether on the road or on the court.
We leave here at 3 o'clock in the morning, and then we get there at, you know, maybe noon or 1 o'clock, and you know, we've been on the bus for 12 hours, and the girls have their legs are tight, they're really, really tired, kind of like jet lag. So then we have to go play a game. And I think it kind of hurts a little bit, But on the other hand, on the flip side of that, it helps really build a family bond, a camaraderie, because they're on that bus with each other for 12 hours. And, you know, I tell my girls, we never, ever call each other teammates. We never call ourselves a basketball team. We call each other sisters and a basketball family. And so I think those long trips help to foster that real tight family environment. And these girls, they'll beg, borrow, steal, and kill for each other. They'll go to the ends of the earth for each other, as well as, you know, I'd do the same for any of them.
Yeah, I've played basketball for 3 years with the same coach, and this is by far one of the closest families, I think. The most fun I've ever had playing with this team is probably scrimmaging, because we like to fool around sometimes, and then we get down to business, and it's just a lot of fun.
The more I spoke with the team, the clearer the family vibe became to me.
In a game, I want to be like the person who shows everyone else what to do and also lead the people on my team. So of course I want to make baskets, but I also want to make sure that everyone's getting along. So I'm also the person who, if a team gets out of control, or I'd be like, calm down, or say that it's okay. And then, I don't know, just the person that can direct everyone where they're going if something's going wrong on the team. Our team goal is to be a family. We never want to like get mad at other people on our team, so we always want to stay close. And that's our pretty much goal, is to always be close and never have problems on the court.
It's a different breed of kids than it is in the States, because these kids, you know, there's a big difference. The kids in the States have a lot of time to go play basketball and go be with their friends. But these kids, the international kids, they don't have a lot of time to do things like that. And so it's a big challenge, but it's a lot of fun because you get to learn a bunch of different cultures.
For AFN Benelux, I'm Airman Dan Celta.
In the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, high school sports are a tough commodity to come by. There isn't even a football field at Lajes, just an area of grass surrounded by a rusty fence, with 2 cones that may or may not represent an end zone. There's never been a baseball team here. Basketball, however, is heard on the hardwood every year, but that's not because games are easy to come by.
You know, Lajes is a very unique place. We're one of the only DoDDS schools that has such a geographically disadvantage. It's difficult because, you know, we don't have the normal DoDDS schools that we can play against week to week. So we make up for it with playing local Portuguese teams as much as we can. But scheduling games against them can be rather difficult sometimes. So we're glad to have the support of the base. You know, we're able to play American teams from different squadrons. And today's a perfect example of our partnership that we have between our school and community. Our wing leadership has stepped up, offered to play us, and we're looking forward to a great game.
Knocking the rust off, knocking the rust off.
It's much like the Air Force's wingman concept. These airmen are helping the student athletes prepare for their championship tournament in Germany. Now, sure, there's practice, but it's the pickup games against military and Portuguese teams that Coach Hoff truly appreciates.
Box out, there you go. We just don't have the opportunity to play every week against normal DoDDS schools. So to have opportunities to play like this, our kids really look forward to it. You know, we get a lot out of practice time, but it's those competitions that we need to be able to be successful at the tournament.
Zion Phillips is a first-year player on the team. He believes there are benefits to playing teams that are often taller, faster, and stronger.
It's going to give us a boost in experience. It's going to help our team chemistry. It's going to only get us better so that we can perform well in the tournament.
Resourceful is the theme here. The team, the community, they all come together to make things happen, even a basketball game. These Lajes Falcons are hoping that resourcefulness leads them to a victory come game time in the championship. Staff Sergeant Troy Davis, Lajes Field, Azores.
High school athletes normally test their skills against other athletes in their local area, but the athletes at Incirlik Air Base don't have the opportunity. The closest DoDDS school is in Ankara, about 6.5 hours away.
It's kind of hard because, you know, we don't get the competition from teenagers, so we have to go through our season playing against other squadrons. So the competition is definitely really higher because skill level wise, but it gives us a good workout.
James and Tristan Miller found a solution to the lack of competition. They play different sports together, and this time of year, basketball is the go-to sport.
I love it. I love it. It's ridiculous. It's fun. It's tough because like we compete more than like the team itself. Like we're always trying to compete against each other and push us farther. And I mean, sometimes practice, you know, we're going at it, but really it makes us better players.
This is the last year the brothers will play on the same team together. James graduates in the spring. Airman First Class Christy MacDonald, Incirlik Air Base, Turkey.